wild. So spent the last night catching up with John Henry over here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Pretty crazy walking through the streets with someone like him that's getting a lot of attention these days, but had a great night, had a great sleep, and now I'm headed to the fitness center, this to get a nice sweat in before we have to run over to Black Enterprise for a speaking engagement this morning. You can't waver on being disciplined, staying true to the regimen that you have in place, and for me, it means getting an hour of cardio in right now before the day starts. The alarms, that's on here. Let's get to it. Alrighty. Alright, so I just hit some quick cardio. They had the Peloton bikes in there, so I rode on one of those. Super nice, but man, I can't ever imagine spending thousands of dollars on that thing. Let's get this day going. I'm excited. It's always great and fulfilling to take something that you can uniquely do and do it with someone else, you know, layer it on top of their skill set to compound and make something really special. So that's what I plan to do with John today. He's a great speaker. I'm a great videographer. We're gonna fuse our talents together, make something really awesome. My arm is tired. I'm gonna get ready and then head off to Black Enterprise.
I'm ready. Black Enterprise. This is the tour closer. So it's gonna be a good one. I think 1,500 people. Check. Levels. Woo! Yo, this is crazy. This is for the vlog. It's for the vlog one time. This tour has been crazy because I've hit a bunch of cities that I either have never been to or haven't been in a decade. And to have the kind of turnout that we've had, I think just speaks to, you know, when you're doing something that really resonates with people and they care about, it shows. So people ask me about growing their followings, and they're worried about the tactics. They're worried about the tips and tricks and optimization, but they don't seem to understand that the most important thing is doing some shit that matters first. You want to grow your following? Do shit that matters. All right, guys. 2 minutes to game time. Listen, I remember doing talks when I would go in the room and there were 7 people there, literally. Different story these days. Why? Consistency. Let's hope it goes well. Hey, thank you, buddy. Wow. Black Enterprise. Sequoia Blonde, the wonderful Sequoia Blonde. Can you guys make some noise for her? I love this. I love this. I'm gonna sit down with you in a second, but I just feel like you guys are asleep right now. I'm upset. Automatically assume for some reason that we started where we are now. But you gotta treat step 1 with just as much respect as the end goal. Otherwise, we'll never get there. At some point, I discovered, okay, cool. Step 1 is getting your earning power up. You gotta get your earning power up. And I've discovered that you get your earning power up is directly reciprocal to how good you are at your damn skill. Your skill. Everyone's not gonna have the same skill. I happen to be good at this, so this is how I make bread. Matt.Hubble is good on the camera, that's how he makes his bread. It's about what works for you, right? It's about taking your DNA, taking what you're good at, what your team's good at, and doubling down on that, because the moment you play someone else's game, you lose.
Alright, so leaving the Westin here in Charlotte, North Carolina. John had to scramble out to his car and get over to the airport to catch his flight on time, but
had a great time catching up. Didn't bring the camera out much because I don't know, it's kind of like when you catch up with a friend, it's like, I don't know, it's just more intimate to just spend the time, right? So we had a great time. I filmed for John this morning. Killed a speaking engagement, man. I'm so proud to have friends that are doing such awesome stuff. And once again, you know, it's all about surrounding yourself with people who are going to push you to do more, to, you know, show you what's possible. Now, John's the same age as me. He's doing stuff that he never dreamed of being able to do, and he's doing it at an age I doubt he ever thought he'd be doing it at. And so to be friends with someone like that and to get to spend time with them makes me ask the question to myself, why not me? And so that's kind of my mantra, you know, why not me? Why not now? And I gotta say, you know, when you do good things come back around. I almost had to pay $52 for parking between when I got here yesterday at like 8:30 and 11 a.m. this morning. I had to pay $52, but fortunately, really kind gentleman that was servicing the station just said, no man, just go. So, you know, I don't know, it's like little things like that where, you know, if you just do good stuff and you put good energy out there, things seemingly come back around. Like there's no tangible way to like measure that, but like that shit just happens. Like I believe in it. In fact, I remember thinking, I was like, man, I hope something happens that allows me to avoid having to pay whatever absurd fee this parking is going to be. And it fucking did. So we're back 2.5 hours later. Took a bunch of phone calls on the way home, and I gotta say I'm feeling exhausted right now. So I think I'm gonna go inside, eat some food, and take a quick nap before we do some review of the branding for All In, which is the other product we're working on with Mike. And then we have an OSNAP meeting later with Dale to finalize our agreement on our position within OSNAP and how we'll be participating in the upside. And it's kind of going to be a plot twist, so we'll see what happens. Hello. I'm so tired. Hello. I see you're excited to see me, Aurora. Good to see you too.